every patient, when they undergo IVF cycle or their IVF cycle starts, the stimulation is starting, or when the IVF cycle is complete, many of the patients, they come to my room and they ask me one thing, that I wish that I knew all these things before I started my IVF cycle. So coming to the point, what all you should know, what all should be the awareness. So first and foremost, you should know that you will be requiring a lot of emotional support during your IVF cycle. It is very important. For that, you should have an emotional support system. So whether it be anybody who is very close to you, or it be your friends, or it be a group of people who are themselves undergoing IVF cycle. It can be any emotional support system in which you are comfortable. And believe me, if you are not comfortable with that thing, don't call also such people. It is not necessary that you are staying with such people. It is also necessary because when you are calling anybody on your mobile phone, you are yourself transporting in that area. So emotional support is very important during your IVF cycle. Secondly, you should also know that you should always research about IVF, means read proper material, proper papers regarding IVF. What is IVF? Like what happens during IVF cycle, what all is needed, what is the success, what are the procedures that are available during the IVF cycle. Nowadays many things are available, so you should always go through the matter. Secondly, you should always have a financial consideration. You should know that what all is covered, what all is not covered whenever you are taking a package. That is very important, because many times what happens, you are saying IVF is getting done in this much amount, but ultimately the patient says, look, I have paid so much. So you should always know what is the financial consideration. Like when you start buying a car, you know only the exact cost of the car, but you don't know what tax you are going to pay, what is going to be the on-road cost, what is going to be the accessory cost. So whatever you are buying, ultimately that you are paying is different from what the package is. So the financial consideration is very important, because you need to plan for it, you need to save for the IVF cycle. Fourthly, it is very important to know that there is a lot of role of diet and lifestyle during your IVF cycle. You need to follow all the dietary changes, your lifestyle changes to have a successful IVF cycle. Then again, you should know that IVF, maybe it might require several attempts. So it is very common for an IVF cycle to fail, you to have multiple attempts during your IVF cycle. You need to be mentally prepared for it, because the more you are relaxed in the cycle, the more chances are that you are going to conceive in the first cycle. You will not land up into multiple failed cycles. So, and if you have a support system, obviously you will have a good financial backup, you will have a good emotional backup, which is very much important, plus a physical backup. Because if you are facing any problem, any sort of problem, you can have all this support system before you are starting the IVF cycle. And last, but that is the most important thing, if you are well read, please ask all your queries from your doctor. So don't hesitate. Whenever you are meeting your doctor, whether it be in the scan room, whether it be in the room when you are doing the consultation, feel free to ask all the queries. The wives should not think that the husband will come, then I will ask. No. When you are interacted, because maximum interaction happens with the wife, because she's coming for ultrasound scan, she's coming for injections. So do read proper stuff, and do clear all your queries, because if all your queries are clear, then you will not have any anxiety in your mind. If you don't have anxiety in your mind, you will go towards success more fast, and there are more chances that your IVF cycle is going to be a success. So please follow all these guidelines, and don't keep it to be a wish. Follow it. We care about you.